Dragon Ball Legends Sparking tier list. Now, this tier list actually gets updated every single time a brand new Sparking is dropped, whether that's a free-to-play Sparking or a regular Sunnable Sparking. Either way, it's going to get updated. Even the extreme tier list, which I'll go through in another video. I want to talk about this tier list for all Sparkings in the game. Now, the brand new addition to these to the tier list, obviously, is the brand new GT characters, the Super Saiyan Goku, the Rildo, and we have a GT Vegeta as well, the Super Saiyan. So these cards are added, but we actually have, I think it's 4 levels. So you have tier list level Z, actually 6. So you have tier list Z, tier list 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So obviously Z is like S class, like the best of the best of the best. You want these cards. 1 is pretty good. 2 is pretty good, 3 is okay, 4 is meh, and 5 is pretty damn bad. So let's get into what we have here. So looking at the Z tier list right now, we have, I believe it is 6 units. So as you can see right now on screen, these are considered the absolute best. And I mean the best Sparkings in the game, and for good reason. Broly, we know Broly, he's dumb. Like, I have him, and he's probably my best card. Actually, he's my best card. I win the majority of all my PvP games with him. He just does stupid damage. He bypasses the blast attack. Well, for the most part, he bypasses it. And he almost has type disadvantage, which is, well, I guess super effectiveness towards all typing. So he has no type disadvantage, which is pretty cool. He's insane. Like, you know, one of the highest critical rating cards in the game. Stupid health, you know, dumb blast attack. Like, he's ranked 14 with blast attack. And blast attack is really, really good. Really freaking good. HP to the roof. So killing him is going to be hell. Also, he transforms and heals, so that's the thing as well. Really amazing card. Now, the Gogeta, I don't have him. I haven't played with him. Honestly, I haven't looked into him because I don't have him. If I don't have a card, just not going to look into him. But he made it into the top Z list, which is the best list out there. Notable things are the blast attack, rank 12. Stats are well-rounded. Strike attack is pretty good. Blast attack is pretty good. Defense for both strike and blast are pretty good as well. Critical rating is, you know, pretty moderate. Key restoration is moderate. There's a lot of things you can actually go into. I'm not going to read every single card because I have to go through the entire tier list. But if you want to look more in depth, you can actually go into this and see what makes a character good, what makes them bad, what are the drawbacks, the best optimal teams. All this here for you guys to look at. I just can't go through in a video. Otherwise, it'll be a 40-minute video because I'll be doing that for every single card. So, and that's too much. But he's inside here. We actually also have the Cell. Cell's insane. Zamasu's insane. The Blue Bardock's insane. And we have the Future Mai, who is also... I actually lost in PvP because of her. I actually lost in a video. That video's up in the channel, so check it out. But she's insane as well. So now we're going to move down to tier list number 1, which is actually considered... I guess you're going to rank it. That will be S class. This is going to be A class here. And some good units. We have the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, who I wish he was Z tier, but he's not, which is still fine. He's actually... A tier or tier 1, which is pretty good actually. Future Gohan. We have Slug, who's insane. I love Slug. We have the brand new green Super Saiyan GT Kid Goku, who makes it into the, for the most part, the top list. We have Cooler, who is actually in Z tier, but he got knocked off to what is now tier 1. So yeah, Gogeta, the farmable Broly, who's okay. Like, we have a farmable card who's making it in the list with these cards here. That's actually insane. It's really freaking good. The Broly, the purple Turles, the farmable Vegeta, really cool. Caulifla, the GT Vegeta here, the yellow Frieza, Piccolo. We have the Trunks that transforms into Super Saiyan Trunks. We have the Rildo. We have the green Ultimate Gohan, the purple Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and then we have the yellow Videl and the blue Kaioken Goku. So these are, for the most part, you know, tier 1 and Z are cards you want to be looking for to build teams with. Like, these are your hard hitters, your best defensive cards, your just best overall rounded cards. It does pretty much everything. Like, Cell is for the most part an everything kind of card. He heals, he does damage, he can actually save you if you do, you know, cover changes, because he has a thing, kind of like Ultimate Gohan. So really cool. Now we're moving on in tier 2, which these cards are still pretty good, but they're kind of falling off a little bit. We have Berserk Kale here. She's okay. We have Janemba. We have the God Goku. We have Pan here. We have God Vegeta. We have the blue Bulma. We also have the blue Android 18, the green Chi-Chi, the brand new base Gotenks, who's farmable. You know, he's free to play, so I mean, I can't knock him too much for being in the tier 2. These cards are considered pretty good, but you know, there's kind of better options at this point, like, you know, for example, these guys. But if you don't have like these guys, which is in Z tier and tier 1, then tier 2 is a really good option for you guys to build teams around. We have the blue Super Saiyan Trunks here, the Super Saiyan 3 Goku here, the red one, Krillin, we have Kaba, we have a purple Goku. I believe this is from the Tree of Might event, or the Tree of Might story movie. Then we have a green Cooler, which is, you know, a pretty good unit as well. Now we're getting into tier 3, which is, they're the okay cards, but you know, there's really better options. Like, there really is. We have Boo, green Boo, yellow Bojack. We have this Vegeta who actually just dropped. So upon dropping, he just wasn't really that good at all. So that is a little disappointing. We have Goku Black, who actually was, I don't think he was ever Z tier, but he was tier 1 at one point. He's now got knocked off to tier 3. So he's fallen off a little bit, which is a little unfortunate, but I'm sure there's going to be a Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black that's going to be eventually dropping. He's probably going to be in Z tier because of the character, and eventually Vegetos and Gogetas. Well, more Gogetas, I should say. We haven't had a Vegeto yet, but he will be coming quite soon, hopefully, right? Super Saiyan 2 Goku, this yellow one here, not the best. Chill, not the best. Beerus, upon releasing, already wasn't great. I think he actually just started out as being in tier 2. He's now in tier 3, so tier 2, he really wasn't great at all to begin with. Now he's just not even anything. Like, he's in tier 3. He has usage, you know, his tags. I think he has the Godly Power tag. But yeah, Yellow Pycon, you know, he was, I believe, in tier 1 at some point, but he's now in tier 3. Which honestly isn't bad. He's a day 1 release card, and we're almost at the 1 year anniversary, so almost a year later, this card still has relevancy. That's actually really good for him. That's really not bad at all. Green Bardock, who's actually in Z tier, I believe, is now in tier 3. So that just shows the power creep. These cards, they get stronger and stronger. Other cards just can't meet up with the new power, and they just get knocked off. Blue Super Saiyan Goku, yikes. Android 16. The green Captain Ginyu, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. No, but we have a Super Saiyan 2 Gohan who's actually pretty good, so that's fine. And then Vegeta, which is disappointing. Then we have Demon King Piccolo. We have Deborah here. Demon King Piccolo. Now we'll get into the cards that really just aren't anything to really consider. Like, okay, I mean, you can use them, but like, you know, these cards, they have cool gimmicks. Like, you know, we have the Demon King Piccolo, you know, he heals, okay. Like, these cards do have gimmicks, but for the most part, it's kind of like, bro, there's so many better options. There really is. So unless they build like specific teams, like an all Android team, then okay, I can see you using the red Perfect Cell here, or the purple Android 17. Like, if you're building specific teams, then I get it. But for the most part, like, these cards aren't going to see any usage. Like, I mean, they're okay, I guess, but, you know, like Gotenks here, that's a little, that's disappointing. I mean, it's Super Saiyan Gotenks. You would think he would be more relevant, but no. He's in the same tier as a Demon King Piccolo, so that's disappointing. We have the blue Piccolo, we have the Cell, the Super Vegeta. He was just bad as when he dropped, like, he just wasn't that great. The Goten, which is disappointing. We have the purple Android 17 here. We have the Kid Goku. He's free to play. Can't knock him too much, but it's a pain in the ass to get him because you have to grind a lot. But free to play, okay. We have the Instant Kamehameha Goku here. Then we have the Android 18. Yeah, so they're not that great. Now we're going to be hopping into tier 5. Like, these are cards that just, like, bro, why would you run them kind of thing? Like, no. Okay. These cards here, though, was actually sad. I actually run some of these cards on my team. I still run the blue Broly. I still run the green Trunks. Like, I still run some of these cards. So, I mean, I guess it is what it is. I mean, they're still pretty bad overall. But, yeah. These are the cards that just, if you just don't have another option. If you just have nothing else. And, okay, like, I'm knocking these cards quite a bit, but they might have good tags. Keep that in mind. You might not use the card in battle, but the tag might be helpful. So, the card, for the most part, is pretty bad, but at the same time, maybe they're good in some areas. Like, let's look at the Trunks real quick here. The buff Trunks. Let's see what he does. Okay, horrible health. Really good strike attack. Like, some of the best in the game, but horrible health. horrible blast attack, horrible key restoration. Like, that is really bad. So yeah, like, there's just better options. Like, okay, he strikes hard, but that's literally it. That's literally it, bro. So let's look at the other cards here that fit this mold. You would kind of think that, you know, this Broly would be good, right? And for the most part, he's okay. But like, let's look at his kit right here. So really high strike attack. Some of the best strike attack in the game. But that's it. Some of the worst health in the game. Some of the worst blast attack in the game. And some of the worst defense in the game. Like, he needs a buff. He needs a buff. Day 1 Super Saiyan Goku, the red one. We all pretty much got him day 1. Let's see what he has. So, you know, for the most part, just okay. Blast attack is pretty. You know, he's top 50, top 40 of some of the best blast attack in the game. Okay, but horrible health, horrible strike attack, horrible defense. Like, no, horrible key restoration, bro. He is top 50 of the worst key restoration card in the game. Like, that's horrible. Even some hero cards have better key restoration than him. Not to say that every single card is going to have strength in every single area. You're going to have weaknesses, but to have that many weaknesses, okay. The purple Vegeta, let's take a look at him. Let's take a look at his stats. Just, okay, blast attack is respectable, but everything else is pretty bad. Bad strike, bad HP, bad defense, just not good. Let's take a look at Hercule. You would think he'll be the worst card, right? Having the worst everything. But let's see what he has going on here. So Hercule. He has actually, okay, so strike and blast are disgusting. Critical and key restoration is pretty okay, but yeah, no HP, no damage, no defense. Like, I mean, it's Hercule, so what are you gonna expect, right? But I'm just pointing it out. I'm just pointing it out. This Gohan here, I love Gohan. It saddens me that Gohan's so low, but he just doesn't have a lot of good stuff going on. Strike attack is okay, but everything else is pretty bad. Defense is bad, health is bad. Key restoration and critical chance is horrible. Yeah, that's the thing about that. Let's take a look at one more card. Let us look at the Trunks there, who's actually, I guess, one of the newer Sparking'S. Kind of, he was released this year, I believe. I believe he was released like January, was it? So he's one of the newer cards, but he's this low. His stats aren't horrible. HP is okay. Strike attack is pretty good. Blast attack is really good. Key restoration is bad, but it could be worse. Like, his stats are okay. I guess there's something in his overall kit that makes him trash. I'm not going to get into that because I just don't want to talk about these individual cards' kits. It's going to be too much in the video, but you guys get the idea. So, looking at their stats, some of these cards as well, they have pretty bad stats, but they make it in the top list. I think it's the Piccolo that has horrible, is it blast attack? But he's just such a good tank and healer. Let's take a look at this Piccolo here. Never mind, he is some of the best blasts in the game. Well, not really. I mean, you know, I guess, okay. Really good health, deadly defense, bro. Like, that defense is drunk, but everything else kind of okay. Anyways, guys, get the video. So I'm gonna update this tier list every single time brand new Sparking drops. So be on the lookout for brand new videos of Dragon Ball Z Legend tier list. Hope you enjoyed this one. Let your comment down below, guys. Subscribe, make things. Sub to the boy, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.